It's the Overdose Talk Show, January 22nd, 2017. What's up, Alex? Alex?
Hey, how are you?
You can hear me? All right. Alex up in Illinois, as well as Andrea and David Box. Hello to the two of you.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on? You guys feeling good?
Yeah, it's a good day.
All this women's march going on. I hope all you fat cunts got some exercise and fucking worked off some of your stress and angst, because you're getting really fucking annoying. And then meanwhile, a nation of men went with no sandwiches or foot rubs for a full 12 hours, while you selfish twats had to march around with your glitter signs. By the way, did you see the pictures in Washington, D.C. of the fucking litter that was left behind after the women's march?
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
Yeah. Dude.
From the liberal, progressive environmentalists.
They're considerate and compassionate, you know?
Right.
Well, they're not causing the global warming.
Hey, they're producing jobs. Somebody has to get paid to clean it up.
Well, I did see a picture that said male privilege cleaning up after privileged ladies protest in Washington, D.C. or something. You know, it was just like, it showed all the male workers picking up all the trash and shit. Like,
it was just like mounds and mounds and mounds of newspapers. A bunch of people left their signs behind.
Dude, I never understand that shit at like concerts and protests and gatherings. You always see those fucking piles of trash. Like, I've never done that. I've never just walked around throwing shit on the ground ever. Like, well, who's doing that? And how is so many people doing that? That, like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, when I'm really fucked up, I've like thrown my drink on the ground when I'm done with it. I've done that a few times.
Yeah, because you're an asshole, a Trump supporter.
Well, Trump's president now.
Oh yeah, he's officially President Trump. That's the first time on this show.
And I hope you're happy with what we've been hearing from his administration about the police, Alex. I know you're a big fan of the police, right?
Yeah.
See, you hate cops. You're just caught up in this thing, and I know.
No, you're just so caught up in your thing you couldn't hear my sarcasm.
No, but see, I didn't think it came across strong enough for like a new listener to pick up on it. That's all.
Oh. Yeah, big supporter of the police.
There you go. Oh, right. No, but you know, you've seen that the guy is very pro-police and really, you know, I saw him, I think it was in his inaugural speech, he's talking about, you know, crime and gangs that have ripped apart American cities. But we know why that is, right? Everybody with a brain knows that that's directly due to drugs being illegal. That's pretty much the whole fucking deal with that. There's no other commodity that gangs could make enough money off of to exist the way they do now. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, no matter which problem you're looking at, that's what it goes back to.
So, you know, he says, oh, the police need more power, and the police need to be able to deal with these situations, and this anti-police sentiment is dangerous. But it's like, you know, come on, dude. You know that shit's all bullshit. You know that the war on drugs is to fund alphabet agencies to do whatever they want to do off the taxpayer dime, so they don't have to fucking explain themselves. This is how this country runs on illegal drugs. This is how this entire place fucking exists, you know, on the shady money from illegal drugs. How many CIA planes need to be busted with drugs to satisfy you, Alex?
Oh.
No, I'm just saying, dude. You voted.
War on drugs is for the birds.
Excuse, what were you saying, Vinny?
No, I'm just I want to know how you feel about stuff like that. You know, do you think that that's because I know I don't even have to know. I mean, I'd ask you. I know that you're against all of that stuff, just like I am. But you know,
yeah.
How do you feel having voted for a guy that's that opposite to your feelings on that?
Well, you know, you can rarely find a candidate that aligns with all of your feelings, and I'd say 85% of what he believes in and what he's trying to do, I totally support. I've said from the beginning, there's stuff about him I don't agree with. I don't have to agree with everything he does or says.
Yeah, I guess to me, I wouldn't be able to make that compromise for anything, because the war on drugs, just everyone has their issues that are number one, and that's kind of number one for me. So I probably wouldn't be able to make that compromise, but which is one of the.
I guess in the last few years, like my number one thing has been more like trying to stop the globalist agenda. So if he's really trying to do that, I can put these other things on the side for now. Not saying I don't still believe in him or don't want to keep fighting for him, but there are big issues.
Like what do you? Sorry,
that is a big issue, but yeah, but getting the power out of these few globalists is like that's my main concern.
I guess I don't know. I guess I'm not as convinced as you that that's actually what's going on here. Andrea? What's your take?
I just wanted to read this quote from Trump regarding this issue, which I thought it was kind of spooky. I don't know. Tell me what you think. The Trump administration will be a law and order administration.
Yeah.
President Trump will honor our men and women in uniform, support their mission of protecting the public. The dangerous anti-police atmosphere in America is wrong. The Trump administration will end it.
Okay.
Well, I heard another quote about him or from him today. It was something like,
"There's just something about a teen body. Would you ever try anal?"
Oh yeah. Another leaked tape, was it?
Yeah, it was a leaked tape.
That's crazy. What else did he say?
Yeah.
I want to cuddle you. I don't wear underwear.
Boy, oh boy, he's wacky.
That's right.
Yeah, he could be the wackiest president yet.
Chris Hansen.
Because I hear that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I just am starting to see more and more stuff that I don't like about him. You know, I think I for a while was almost, it seems so stupid and weird to say, but almost the same way I felt when Obama was running and I didn't know much about him, and I was kind of like, well, that would be cool if it was real, you know, but I'm skeptical, and I turned out to be right. You know, it wasn't real. He was just another puppet. You know what I mean?
Because this whole thing is for the birds.
Yeah. All right. Really, you guys are making me really jealous that I don't have my sound effects tonight. But you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, it would be cool if it is what it looked like, but it probably isn't. I've just seen this over and over. The outsider comes in. The people are sick of the establishment, and they elect somebody that poses as an outsider, and then he does nothing that he says he's going to do.
Which outsider became president when you were alive?
I'm saying that's how they campaign, and but how much of an outsider is Donald Trump really? You know, he's never directly worked in an office. He's never run for an office. He's never been in government. But has he walked around comfortably in that world for fucking decades? Definitely. Does he know all these people? Definitely.
Yeah,
does he play golf with them? Definitely.
But the Clintons, the Bushes, and Obama, they were a big fucking team, and Obama was trained by the CIA. I mean, he really is a lot different than our last few presidents. You have to admit that.
I understand that's how it looks right now.
Trump was trained by the World Wrestling Federation.
Right. I think it was actually the WWE, but let's not split hairs. Yeah. No. Like, I totally understand. I'm just not, dude. I guess I just think things have to be more controlled than that to let somebody real get into the White House. I mean, honestly, you know, Ron Paul should have been the most popular candidate in 2008 and 2012, according to most people's individual beliefs. You know what I mean? He had something for everybody, and he was a good candidate. I think if most people knew more about him, they would have thought so. And he was just completely railroaded out of existence. That's a guy who I think of as real, you know. And despite a massive groundswell and, you know, almost like cult of personality kind of support and network and stuff, he could make zero. He could get zero foothold. You know what I mean? And
would you say the same thing about Bernie Sanders?
No, I don't think so.
He was obviously cheated out of his position in the Democratic Party.
Definitely,
for Hillary.
But it's hard to say with, you know.
And his followers are pretty cultish.
I guess it's harder to say now.
They're
because
very, very loyal and dedicated.
No, I understand, but now, the social networking directly dictates what the mainstream media covers, because the mainstream media is just desperately trying to hang on and stay relevant. So they do whatever's hot in social networking. That wasn't really true when Ron Paul was running. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. But I do know that, like, the media made Donald Trump. They, if they treated him like Ron Paul, when you used to watch debates with Ron Paul, they literally, it was so obvious what they were doing, but nobody gave a fuck. They would just cut to commercial every time Ron Paul talked, and I'm not shitting you. It was like clockwork. Just, time for Ron Paul to talk. It's commercial break. We'll be back. And those things are broadcast live, so they come back and he's done talking. So if they had done that to Donald Trump, I really doubt that he would have gotten anywhere. You see what I'm saying? So just the fact that they built him up the same way. I mean, whether they pulled a rope-a-dope and pretended they hated him while building him up, who knows? Possibly. But I just see, I see a lot of the same stuff with him as I did with Barack Obama. It's just, hey, the new, fresh thing, the savior. People on the right are being just as weird as people on the left were being 8 years ago when they thought that all their problems were over. He's going to solve everything. People on the right are kind of doing that now with Donald Trump.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you this.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of people on the right say, the fight's just begun. We really need to hold this guy accountable. And
no, you've heard Alex Jones and his friends say that, but how many really?
I've heard just Alex Jones say that. I've heard a lot of people say that.
If you say so.
But myself, as a moderate libertarian, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Somebody proposed to me yesterday that Trump may have
proposed to?
No, they proposed.
Ooh, David
that,
Box.
No, don't. I wasn't gonna tell him.
Box?
Anyway, they proposed that the Trump getting into office is all a ploy to get Pence into power, and that Trump is going to resign and power will automatically transfer to Pence, and he'll be the president. And that was the plan all along.
Yeah.
Why would that be the plan?
Because he is a super extremist, and that would be the only way that anyone would elect him, as if he wasn't actually president at the time of the election.
Do you see?
Yeah. Well, I've heard a lot of feminists say things about Pence that just aren't true.
Like what?
Like that he's a strong advocate for conversion therapy. That's kind of twisting around what the truth is on that.
Well, I think any advocacy of conversion therapy.
Yeah, that's
when they try to turn you from gay to straight.
He's only.
Well, Alex,
he's only a little bit advocate.
So what is the truth about that?
He's just religious. I mean, he doesn't believe in abortion, but he never said that you should treat anybody. He actually said this specifically, that everybody's different and you need to treat everybody equally and give them the same rights.
I did see that. That's true.
I mean,
well, except for letting women have abortions.
Men don't need to have abortions.
Right.
So
that's the problem, though.
You guys want equality.
If ruling religiously, that's not fair.
I can't have an abortion. You can't have an abortion, bitch.
And maybe he can be opposed to it religiously, but he has to accept the medical benefits of certain situations.
Yeah.
And it's not really up to him to draw the line, right?
That's fine, but people like him.
What medical benefits are there of abortions?
There are lots of cases where a woman is not fit to carry a child, and the kid will die anyway, and it'll put the woman at risk. That's very common.
Fit as in she wouldn't be able to raise the child?
No, as in her body can't handle a pregnancy.
Well, there's also
right now? Are you serious?
There's also studies that
Trump
show
supporter.
Women that have abortions are much more likely to get breast cancer and cervical cancer.
Yeah.
And that's related to what I said in what way?
that it goes the other way. If you let a woman get an abortion, she's at risk for cancer.
If you let a woman get an abortion.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you eat French fries, you're at risk for cancer.
I really don't think they're going to reverse that law.
Yeah.
I have to sneeze.
I don't have, and I also, I have zero problem with people who are really anti-abortion, because I totally understand what they're saying, and I think, when they become extremists about it, it gets weird. But I think in general, making it easy to have abortions, I get why people are really against that. I really do. I really have to look at it more from a perspective of like, look, if you ban it, it just causes a black market to rise up to meet the demand, and it's way more dangerous than letting people do it in clinics. So I don't get, really anti-abortion about stuff. But I doesn't make me mad when people are. I really get where they're coming from. Don't you?
Yeah, I get both sides. I get the side that if you had a baby and you didn't want it, that seems like the easiest option. I mean, when I was a teenager, very promiscuous, I was totally in support for abortions in case I ever got my girlfriend pregnant. Yeah. But now that I'm older, I don't really think the same way. But I don't have a problem. I'm on the fence about abortions, but what I'm totally against is government funding for abortions, and that it should be part of healthcare, because it shouldn't.
I don't know.
If you want to get an abortion, pay for it yourself. It should not fall under healthcare. Unless, like you were saying, Andrea, the woman's at risk. Then that's a health issue. But in no other way is it a health issue.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just...
That's
sorry, what?
No, nothing. I was just saying that's a rough one. I'm not even sure where I've come in on that.
Well, do you want to be taxed for people to get abortions?
Well, no, but it's one of those things.
I don't want to be taxed for anything.
Exactly. There's so many.
Yeah.
That it's another one of those drop in the bucket things. You know what I mean? It's just like I was saying on the last show about like clinics where people get free needles for doing heroin and stuff. I'm like, fuck that. Why do you get my money because you have a shitty habit?
Right.
And I know it's a drop in the bucket, but it's just the basic morality of it. So I don't know. That one's a little more sensitive, I think. I don't know, dude. The abortion thing.
It is sensitive when you're talking to broads about it.
Yeah. Well, we got a shitty broad on the show every show almost. Hey, Andrea.
Yeah.
Speaking of broads, do we have any
abortions for all
on the show tonight?
Any what?
Any correspondence coming on the show later this evening?
Yeah, we're gonna go to our LGBTQ. What is it? Another one now too? G? Another G?
No, and then there's an A for asexual, and then there's a plus, which I don't know what that means.
A plus?
LGBTQ
plus
A plus.
And
yeah,
beyond.
exactly.
And beyond.
And beyond. So when we get into talking about the Women's March, which we're gonna do more on, we're going to contact our LGBTQGA plus correspondent. But do you want to check out this inaugural address that the old Prez gave?
Today,
yeah, we can talk about this a little.
Transferring power from one administration to another, or from one party to another, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C., and giving it back to you, the people.
I love China.
Okay, now tell me this is just typical politician shit, right? This isn't really nothing going on here. You're transferring it back. You're not really saying anything.
Jargon.
Yeah. This guy, yeah, he's still a guy who has no idea what it's like to live as a common American. Never has.
I'm sorry.
Well, you should be.
For decades, we've enriched foreign industry at the expense of American industry, subsidized the armies of other countries while allowing for the very sad depletion of our military.
You like that, Alex? You want to get more military action going on?
Yeah, the depletion in what way?
Yeah, what is he?
Problem.
Hold on, what is he actually talking about there?
Wait.
We're in so many places now. We don't have enough military.
I know.
I have no problem with an even stronger military. What's wrong with that?
Well, what's wrong with that is that we don't use it for defense. We use it for securing resources for multinational corporations who control our government and others.
If you'd listen to the rest of the speech, I'm pretty sure he said...
Hey, give me my fucking horn on that one.
What did you say?
Give it to me.
I earned it.
I
What did you say?
I said the problem is, Alex, we don't use our military for defense. We use it to secure resources on behalf of multinational corporations that control our government and others, bro. Cash me outside. How about that? So yeah, I mean that's what I would say, but you know, I understand the idea of having a strong military if you really just use it for defense or actual. I mean, come on, you can't actually believe that any of the military action we've taken in the past 12 years has been noble in any way. Oh wait, fucking what? 15 years, I guess, huh? Yikes. You know what I mean? I understand how.
Yeah, there's been no crimes.
No crimes. How? What do you mean?
There's been no war crimes committed by us.
What are you talking about?
We haven't done anything wrong. We haven't sent our soldiers out to guard poppy fields. That's all fake news.
You know all this
It's
stuff.
all fake news.
This is why I don't like to see that you know, like Andrea just said. Yeah, we don't. Our military's not strong at home because we're fucking spread out across the world. Andrea, how many foreign military bases do we have?
Oh, assuming.
Can you just look that up again? It's over 200, I think. I can't remember. So where's our why? And he talks about, you know, securing our borders and defending our. Yeah, exactly. What are we fucking doing? I hope maybe by a stronger military, he's talking about pulling out of a lot of other countries. That would be pretty sweet. I feel like.
If you listen to the rest of the speech, I'm pretty sure.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure he says something about that later on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say though, I will acknowledge that probably everywhere that we have military bases, there's somebody's that's gonna go, well, you know, without our presence there, the so-and-sos will just slaughter all the other so-and-sos. You know, I don't know what to do about that. But I mean, this situation is ridiculous.
The United States maintains nearly 800 military bases in more than 70 countries.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but we don't have enough
70 countries.
Our problem is our military's not big enough.
Yeah, we need more.
Hold on. Let's see what else this guy says.
We've defended other nations' borders while refusing to defend our own.
Yeah, no, that's true. No problem with that.
And spent trillions and trillions of dollars overseas while America's infrastructure has fallen into disrepair and decay. From this day forward, a new vision will govern our land. From this day forward, it's going to be only...
Is this actually happening? This is so surreal. And I'm not like, obviously, if anybody listens to the show knows that I'm not like one of the people that's really afraid of Donald Trump. It's just so, isn't it just, it's weird. It's fucking surreal. It's movie-like.
Yeah. It's very, very weird.
Yeah. I watched the speech in awe. I mean, it was really like, it is surreal. It's a good word.
Hold on. Oh, this is frozen? No?
America first.
Yay.
America first.
Woo. I mean, he's doing what a lot of politicians do too. They're saying things that is really hard to disagree with, you know.
On taxes, on immigration, on foreign affairs will be made to benefit American workers and American families. So to all Americans in every city, near and far, small and large, from mountain to mountain, from ocean to ocean, hear these words. You will never be ignored again.
But he's not. How is that going to happen?
Your voice, your hopes, and your dreams will define our
I mean, every person in the country now can rest assured that we'll never be ignored again. What kind of thing is that to say?
Me.
I was just gonna say that. Just tweet me.
Just what?
Just tweet me.
Just tweet me. We'll take care of it on an individual basis.
Yeah.
Hey, President Trump, do you know how many people there are in the country? I don't know, like at least 5,000 or 6,000. Like, no, it's actually a lot more. Hold on. Let's see. Yep, this keeps
American destiny. And your courage and goodness and love will forever guide us along the way. Together, we will make America strong again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And yes, together, we will make America great again. Thank you, God bless you, and God...
Oh, puke. Jesus Christ.
Woo!
How dude, they're all, whether you like them or not, like this whole thing is always so cornball, fucking stupid.
Oh God.
You know.
I fully understand.
I know you do. And for all I know, he agrees with that. You know, I don't know.
Just vague enough that people can like project their own feelings and agenda onto what he's saying.
Right. Yeah.
Except Vinny.
Well, dude, I just don't see like what has happened so far that's really supposed to shake up the system.
Well, did you see in his first meeting or whatever, he went to meet with the CIA. First thing he does is call out the mainstream media again. And then his press secretary went out yesterday, and all he did was bash the media while they were all there, and then just walked off without answering any of their questions. It was kind of badass.
It was all regarding the number of people who attended his inauguration, which was astoundingly low.
It was not. I watched so much footage, and there's reasons for that. There were protesters blockading the entrances, so thousands and thousands of people couldn't get in.
I only saw a couple of videos of people trying to break through, and they were like big badass like biker guys, and it looked like they arrested the bikers. It's like, how are you just letting people just? The aggressive act in that situation is the person who blocks your path. They're committing the initial act of aggression. You know, so like basically busting through there when you're just trying to peacefully go to a place that you feel like going to, no matter what it is, and someone's unreasonably just refusing to let you through. That is also a crime, isn't it? To impede somebody's path and like illegally fucking detain them and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I know that's not detention, but it's I want to say that that's against the law.
And also, Andrew, I think the picture you're referring to was like, it was while people were still setting up for the inauguration. They just took basically more fake, because I saw the videos panning out to the crowds. It was huge.
Yeah, but
it was huge.
I also saw photographs.
He didn't lie about how many people were there.
Yeah, but like the photographs that people are
who
showing.
Who cares either way?
Yeah, the photographs that people are showing, they are definitely when things are getting set up. You can tell, because why would people be all congregated to one side and be condensed into corners? Because they were being set. You know, they're being shuffled in and stuff. It wouldn't make sense if that was like in the middle of the thing and people were just all clumped together in weird, you know. Anyways, that's obvious. Plus, then I've also seen pictures of during the inauguration, the thing is completely fucking full. And they're pictures from the stage with Donald Trump in them. And, you know, it's completely packed. And plus, who gives a shit? And also, what are you fucking retarded that you think that place isn't going to fill up during a fucking presidential inauguration no matter who it is? You know how many people would just, you know... You don't have to be a supporter to want to witness the occasion. It's gonna fill up. You fucking stupid.
Oh, see, I feel like it's people would go there because they're supporters.
Well, they would.
Like if I was in Washington, I wouldn't be interested in going to that.
See, I would just go and film stuff and just hang out. And, you know.
Same.
Yeah. Not to like cheerlead him, just because I don't know. It would be an interesting place to be. That's all. But my point is, do you really think that it's not going to fill up no matter who it is? Come on.
You libtard, snowflake.
Libtard.
Hey, they had a lot of people out for the women's marches.
Oh, they sure did.
And I know that I called you all fat cunts at the beginning of the show. That was just joking around, kind of trying to, lighten the mood up a little.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's kind of not. But, I get really pissed off with shit like this because I know, from what I witnessed, like in my own social networking and stuff like this, all of these people that went to this march that I could see, they were mostly like your typical Obama and then Hillary supporters. And, they don't give a fuck that Obama and Hillary are, part of the administration that funds rebels in Syria that ends up running a fucking sex slavery ring. You know what I mean? And all of these things that have happened when they're funding these groups that are fucking beheading women for getting raped and killing gay people and shit like that. And then going, oh, well, our intelligence had indicated that they would help us fight against Assad and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, fuck you. And then none of you march for women in Saudi Arabia who contributed. I don't even know how much. Andrew, maybe get me the numbers on that too, because it's a compelling number. Contributed a lot to Hillary Clinton's campaign. Why? Because they're fucking progressive and concerned with women's rights? Is that why?
And like Hillary Clinton was such a women's rights advocate herself.
But then
she wasn't.
You think there's an attack on Planned Parenthood, which, by the way, I've watched videos of Donald Trump saying Planned Parenthood does a lot of good work. All I would want to do is not have taxpayer funding going to abortions. Like everything else they do is good. And I've seen that video. Yet you guys want to get. Because basically he's not even saying they have to stop. He's saying he doesn't want taxpayers to fund it, and you get out by the millions in the streets and walk around with your stupid fucking signs like you're making a difference. You're just having a little fucking party with your gal pals standing out there fucking gabbing. That's all you're fucking doing.
So when you break it down, they're protesting that they can't go out and be whores and get abortions for free.
But no, I wouldn't put it in those words. But David Boxwood, was that
No.
him? Oh,
What?
okay. I thought you said you would. All right. No, sorry, it was Alex. No. But no, however you want to put it, it's a really fucking strange thing to motivate millions of people that don't give a fuck about actual patriarchs that treat their women like dogs. Like worse than fucking dogs. They don't give a shit. There's no women's march for Saudi Arabian women or, women in Syria or Yemen or Libya or any of these places that your candidates have ties to and interests in and, have funded groups in that do this shit. No marches for any of that, huh? But then all of a sudden, Inauguration Day, you're scared of the big fucking chauvinistic, hey, he said some rude stuff and he doesn't want taxpayer dollars to go to abortions. My fucking rights! Ah! Shut the fuck up. All retarded,
All right, are you ready
dude.
for this?
What?
Although it did not give while she was Secretary of State, the Saudi regime by itself has donated between $10 million and $25 million to the Clinton Foundation, with donations coming as late as 2014 as she prepared for her presidential run.
There you go.
A group called Friends of Saudi Arabia, co-founded by a Saudi prince, gave an additional amount between $1 and $5 million. The Clinton Foundation says that between $1 and $5 million was also donated by the state of Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, and the government of Brunei. The state of Kuwait has donated between $5 and $10 million.
Do you know what would happen to women in Saudi Arabia if they did what women in America did today and yesterday? Do you have any idea? You fucking overprivileged, entitled fucking cunts. Jesus Christ. Do you know what I mean? Your little fucking Starbucks marches and shit. Shut the fuck up. You're an embarrassment. Fucking pathetic.
Oh, wait, if you want to talk about an embarrassment, can we move on to Ashley Judd, because that was embarrassing.
Yeah. You know what I have to say to Ashley Judd?
Have you ever been spanked?
Hold on.
She delivered.
She's gonna write a rap about you now.
Yeah, a rap. First of all,
Ashley Judd did. She did like a spoken word thing, right?
Yeah, it was written by a 19-year-old.
It was for the birds.
That's right.
I gotta get that video pulled up, but right now I want to get our LGBTQ correspondent on the phone.
All right.
To talk about, because I know he's our big leftist buddy, along with Matt Gear, and I want to see what his perspective on it is. It says it's calling him.
Ashley!
Here.
My name is Ashley Judd.
Tell John to tell John to
Strip to your underwear and come in.
and let's get this party started.
Yeah, he doesn't appear to be answering. We'll try him again in a little while. I guess we'll go to the Ashley Judd thing. Man, I'm getting like, I feel all jittery because I'm like just really angry at the stupid knee-jerk behavior in this country. Do you know how many fucking you know how many years I was interested in doing activism about like real shit, and I could never garner interest from anyone? And then it's like, hey, women, time to stand up and be proud and love Trump's hate. We're going to show our strength and we're not going to take any shit. Hey, don't grab it. Eat it. Ah, isn't that clever?
Princess Leia would have wanted those.
My pussy, my choice.
And that gets people motivated. That's what, you know.
Well, celebrities are doing it.
Yeah,
oh my God.
It's the fuck.
People are just so easily
the amount of
corralled.
Celebrities.
You know what I mean? They're just so fucking just easily controlled and just given the cues. And there was a bunch of fucking people I knew in New Orleans that drove to New York for this. Do you understand that?
Oh.
Huh?
That's just.
Oh, Andrea, did you go to the Chicago march?
No.
And it's not like dude. I know.
I never would have allowed that.
Yeah.
Just so
yeah,
you know,
it's like,
shut up, bitch.
If anyone's confused, it's really not an anti-woman thing. It's just a like, what are you protesting thing. What the fuck are you out in thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions probably across the country? What are you motivated by? What is this? What rights do you not fucking have? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Vinny. And in the great words of Alex Jones,
I'll smash your teeth in, whore.
All right.
That's my problem with anything that's on this large of a scale, because like, what exactly is the point? What are you trying to do? What are you hoping to change exactly? Because you can't just go out there and say, we're better.
we're mad.
Yeah. Give us
I think
something.
It's just
Give us abortions. But we hate men, so we're not gonna have sex.
What was that thing? The picture of all the fat broads? It said fupa sloths. Was that
Fupa sloths.
Fupa sloths. That was great.
I saw the funniest clip just an hour ago on YouTube, where this fat lady at the march was being interviewed, and she's like, I don't want him grabbing my pussy. And it was the most disgusting woman I've ever seen.
Yeah, don't worry. Nobody's really going to be...
maybe a one.
If he becomes president, he's just going to run out and start grabbing pussies.
Yeah.
But that's how nonsensical the outrage is.
I'll grab every pussy in this country.
You see what I'm saying? Like how selective the fucking outrage is, and just how little sense it really makes, how disproportionate the reaction is. Like, that's what I'm mad about. I'm not mad about like women trying to feel empowered. I don't give a fuck. It's just, this weird, disproportionate reaction, like I said.
Dude,
sorry.
And although I don't agree with funding for abortions, if that's really what some of these women believe, which I know a small portion of them are actually out there speaking their voice about that, and that's fine. That's their freedom of speech. They can go say that because they have a point. These people out a point that are just saying he's a pussy grabber and Putin. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, really. I've seen so many compilation videos of just people that really had no idea why they were there. Yeah. It's just a party. Dude.
Most people don't.
But that's what most protests are, like we were talking about. You end up finding out at every level, they're mostly just a get-together. There's really nothing that's going to happen. Yeah. What would happen?
Right.
What could you possibly
Oh,
expect
we
to
all
happen?
did it together.
Yay.
Did what?
I mean, I've had cool conversations, and actually, the first time I ever talked to a real anarchist was at Occupy Wall Street protest, actually. And he gave me some literature that I read into and really kind of helped to shape what I am now, and that was 7 years ago or something. So, stuff like that happens, but that's all it is. If you go to protest, all you should expect is to, at best, try to find somebody cool to talk to. That's the best thing you can hope for.
Yeah, the thing that annoys me the most about this protest is that everyone's calling it an anti-government protest, which it's not.
It's not.
They just don't.
No.
They just wish the government was the government they wanted.
No. That's another thing people keep saying. That's another thing people keep saying, though, is hey, Vinny, I would think you would be happy that people are getting so anti-government now. You're not fucking anti-government. You're a bunch of trendy fucking faggots that take cues from the fucking media and get all outraged because now the guy that you don't like is going to be in the office that you gave no fucks about how powerful it got over the past 8 years. None of them gave a shit for fucking 8 years. While Barack Obama was fucking trampling everything and setting new precedents for the power of that office, now you want to fucking get all up in arms? You're such fucking hypocrite pieces of shit. That's my point.
And they're actually advocating for big government and more.
I know
government.
they're not anti-government, so everyone's confused. That's why I'm not happy, because they're not all of a sudden on my team. They're just mad about that their side isn't winning. That's it.
Yeah.
Nobody's had any enlightenment. There's no epiphany. It's pure reactionary fucking knee-jerk stupidity. That's all.
Yeah, and there's one common enemy that has been blown into this representation for everything bad.
Oh, wait. And we're also not Republicans, because you have to say that because, now we criticize the Democrats, so we're Republicans. Fuck you.
Yeah, obviously.
Dude, I hate this place.
Why is everyone so stupid? So, okay, can we do this Ashley Judd thing? Because
yeah. Okay.
Can you make it through it without cringing?
No. And it starts with Michael Moore.
Embarrassing.
Hold on, it starts with Michael Moore. Let's see.
Ashley!
Whoa. Hold on, Alex. Hold on.
Yeah.
Stop with your fucking horn for a minute, because I would need you to hear the beginning of this. How weird his voice sounds.
Ashley!
My name is Ashley Judd.
Ashley Judd is here!
That was Michael Moore. Ashley!
Ashley Judd.
Ashley Judd is here.
Ashley Judd.
Oh, Ashley!
It's the lion, yeah.
No.
Did you see pictures of him? He's gone full Jabba the Hutt.
Ashley!
My name is Ashley Judd.
Ashley Judd is here!
Ashley! Holy shit. All right, so she's gonna come up and do like a.
Not supposed to start talking then? Was that really shocking to him or what?
He looked
He
like.
thought that he killed
He had no idea.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say, David Box?
Wait,
thought that he killed her the night before.
That's what I was just gonna
Isn't
say.
he
Like he looked like he sounded like Ashley's dead body had just come around the corner. Like, Ashley. Hi.
wait. Is it weird that Michael Moore set up this whole women's march?
No.
He set it up.
He was he was the main guy setting it up.
Oh.
I don't know. I just thought that was weird.
No, it's not weird
Why?
for him to try to get his name on something like this.
Okay, it's not unlike him.
Hold on. Let's get into this, because Ashley Judd is going to do some coffee house, deaf poetry jam kind of thing, right? This poetry is deaf, I would say. Don't you think?
Yeah.
All right.
It's deaf AF.
Feminist. And I want to say hello to Independence Avenue in the back.
She's already,
All the way
by the way,
down to 17th.
the worst part about this is the vague black scent that she adopts. during this.
Yeah.
Which is, for anyone who's unaware, that's when white people are around black people and they're so uncomfortable and insecure about themselves, and so they desire so much to be accepted that they mimic how they think black people talk. And it is one of the cringiest things that ever happens. And every white person has a white friend that does it, and it's fucking awful. It's just like, no, and then you want to tell the person, and the black people really seem to notice, actually. But you have to like tell them like that's not how he actually talks.
Or they just have basic manners.
Yeah, or they don't care, maybe. But I've never like I'll tell my black friends like that's not how that guy actually talks, and they'll be like, yeah, whatever. Like, all right, I guess it only bothers other white people.
Street.
Hold on.
Oh!
And I bring you words from Nina Donovan, a 19-year-old in Middle Tennessee, and she has given me the privilege of telling you what she has to say. I am a nasty woman.
Ooh. God.
Ooh.
This was cliche.
You know
this
what?
was cliche 20 years ago. Do you understand that?
I'll tell her. I'll tell her this.
I'm buck naked.
Okay. Boo.
I'm George.
Boo. Don't try to sound effect your way out of it. You're sunk. Yeah, this shit was cliche in the mid 90s. Mr. Show was doing sketches about stuff like this, you know what I mean? And this is already something that was made fun of, this whole dramatic poetry style. And it's just, my God, she's a nasty woman, huh?
Ooh.
Oh man, I wouldn't have even been able to look at her. Like if I was watching someone do this at a show, like a local show, 30, 40 people there or something, I would probably have to leave. I would probably just walk right out. Like I couldn't deal with it.
I'm not as nasty as a man who looks like he bathes in Cheeto dust.
Oh.
A man whose words are a diss track to America.
Oh God, she did like a big. She did like a They keep that going. She did like a big. She did like a big like arm thrust down. You know, like low to the ground, kind of weird arm thrust there. That was very awkward as well.
Electoral college sanctioned hate speech contaminating this national anthem. I'm not as nasty as Confederate flags being tattooed across my city. Maybe the South actually is gonna rise again. Maybe for some, it never really fell. Blacks are still in shackles and graves just for being black. Slavery has been reinterpreted as the prison system in front of people who see melanin as animal skin. I am not as nasty as a swastika painted on a pride flag. And I didn't know devils could be resurrected, but I feel Hitler in these streets. A mustache traded for a toupee. Nazis renamed the cabinet. Electroconversion therapy, the new gas chambers, shaming the gay out of America, turning rainbows into suicide notes. I am not as nasty as racism, fraud, conflict of interest.
Okay. Oh my God, what is she doing?
It's a lot of gibberish, it seems like, first of all. Mostly gibberish.
But like,
and just like weird vagaries.
Yeah, she's a.
And then digs at Trump's looks.
Black people are still in chains.
In chains and
Like,
shackles.
Shackles.
What kind of detached person says something like that?
Yeah, like I could understand if like a black person wants to do that metaphorically, and you know what I mean. I got no problem with that. But if like something about Ashley Judd doing it is just so douchey. You know what I mean? Like what is?
Yeah, it's really douchey.
I gotta be honest. I don't know who the fuck this lady is.
She's some actress. Yeah.
Wasn't she in Double Jeopardy?
That sounds about right.
You don't remember Double Jeopardy? I think.
Alex might not be old enough for that one.
Yeah, I think it.
Is that Nickelodeon game show? Is that what you're
No,
talking about?
Double
No,
Jeopardy. It was
Double
where.
Dare.
It was where she. Let's see. Her husband framed her for killing him.
Wait.
And she went to prison, and then she got out
Mm-hmm.
somehow, and then she went and killed him again, and everybody knew she killed him, but they couldn't try her because of Double Jeopardy because she'd already been tried for that crime.
Which
Yeah.
this
movie
woman's
she
a
was in?
murderer?
Yeah, she was by the end, but at first they were just out on a boat, and she just woke up. It was just the two of them on a boat, and she just woke up and went up and looked around, and there was like blood all over the place, and he was gone. But really, he had escaped somehow and spread some blood around or whatever to convince everyone that she murdered him and threw him off the side of the boat. And so she went to prison. Okay, got out, then tracked him down because he had changed his identity, and I think he lived in New Orleans at that point. And she sees him at this ball, and where he's like a popular guy in New Orleans, and he's like at this charity ball, and she comes in like all dressed all sexy, and he notices her while he's giving a speech, and he's like gulp, and he walks off stage and he talks to her, and he's like, well, what are you gonna do or something, and she's like, I could shoot you in the head in Times Square and nobody could do anything about it because that's how the Double Jeopardy law works. And, and then she ends up killing him, and the cops are just like, man, we can't do nothing.
Well,
Yeah, it was a stupid movie.
is
anyways-
Tommy Lee Jones her husband in that movie?
No, I don't think so.
He's somebody.
No, I can't remember who it is, actually.
Yeah, that's totally her though.
You can look it up, though, if you want. I don't know. No, I think Tommy Lee
Tommy
Jones
Lee
is
Jones
a cop,
is. Oh,
like
Travis.
always.
Yeah.
I want to search
Anyway.
every outhouse, doghouse. Yeah, hold on. See more of this.
Interest, homophobia, sexual assault.
Remember that movie, Fugitive?
No, I don't know what that was.
Just
No.
kidding. We're not doing that.
Transphobia, white supremacy, misogyny, ignorance, white privilege. Daughter being your favorite sex symbol. Like your wet dreams infused with your own genes. Yeah, I'm a nasty woman.
What does that mean?
A loud, vulgar, proud woman. I'm not nasty. Like the combo of Trump and Pence being served up to me in my voting booth. I'm nasty like the battles my grandmothers fought to get me into that voting booth. I'm nasty. Like the fight for wage equality. Scarlett Johansson, why were the female actors paid less than half of what the male actors earned last year? See, even when we do go into higher paying jobs, our wages are still cut with blades sharpened by testosterone. Why is the work of a black woman?
Huh? Sorry, I'm just
False?
now really having fun, just like kind of beefing this thing up a
No.
little bit, giving a little.
She brought up the wage gap. It's a myth.
Is it, Alex?
Yeah, it is. Those people, they always refer to this study where they look at how much everyone makes, and women make less, so they say women don't get paid as much as men, but it's because they don't go into higher paying jobs. Any woman in a high paying job makes as much money as a man.
Right on, bro.
What about what she says about colored women not making as much? Do you know if that's true?
I hope it is.
No,
All
I mean,
right.
I've actually heard pretty convincing arguments from both sides on the wage gap thing. Again, economics is so fucking
what's the
uninteresting
convincing
to me.
argument that it's true?
I don't know, but I know in my life, like I've always worked in restaurants, and girls make probably 5 times what the average guy does just by being girls.
Totally.
So I'm sorry,
Tit-nab.
I mean, all the guys work in the kitchen and get shit on, and there's like 2 fucking metrosexual dudes that are like wait staff that nobody ever likes. And then there's, but most of the time it's just girls making tons of money to do a fraction of the work. So that's been most of my work experience. I understand not everything is like that, but that's what I've seen.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Andrew, you've spent 10 years in restaurants, right?
I sure have.
Isn't that
And
about
I wouldn't do that if
how it
I
works?
didn't make so much money.
Yeah, would you like to be one of the guys doing all of the actual work and cutting themselves and burning themselves for like $12 an hour if they're lucky?
No, you know what? Actually, we have a lot of women in the kitchen where I work.
Dykes.
Where they belong.
Yeah. Oh. But no, I don't do any of the hard stuff. No, absolutely not. I wouldn't dream of it. Are you kidding me?
There's Mexicans for that. Now let's go back to the poem.
And a Hispanic woman worth only 63 and 54 cents of a white man's privileged daughter. This is not
That's because they're
a feminist
uneducated.
myth. This is inequality. So we are not here to be debunked.
life.
We are here.
Is a lot of this just maybe how a really rich white person like tries to feel connected to society? Is that why they do stuff like this?
Yeah.
Do you think? I mean, because like it seems to be like a lot of the Hollywood people get into doing this really maudlin kind of, dramatic, like, I'm so concerned about the oppressed and blah, blah, blah. But it's never, like, there's only a few celebrities that say that, like, hey, look, everyone's being oppressed by the government. We all have a common enemy. We should stop worrying about race and blah, 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 and maybe talk about the New World Order. And then they're always called insane and they never work in Hollywood again. But like the other Hollywood people are just, oh my goodness, I'm so concerned for just the typical liberal. But it must be because
Look at Russell Brand.
They must just have like an inner guilt that they're too wealthy and disconnected or something, so this is how they try to be like down with people and like try to get people to think they're a normal person. Do you think that's it?
That could be it for sure.
Make people think they're like down with people and get people to think they're like a normal person. Do you think that's it?
Yeah.
Somebody did the tape rewind.
Yeah, that's probably it for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I was gonna say, look at Russell Brand. He like went off the rails and started saying the truth about whatever he believes in, and
people just call
now
him
all he
nuts.
has is he has the truths. That's like his only thing, but he doesn't work as an actor or comedian.
Right, and the truths is pretty good.
Yeah,
I do like that.
Most of
it. I don't agree.
And I don't mean to be like all he has is that, but his previous career is over.
I don't agree with Russell Brand about everything, but I do find him to be a pretty interesting guy in the end, and he definitely had like a really compelling enlightenment that drove him, really hard. So
yeah. I think he's probably among the only celebrities to do what he's doing. At least in the way he's doing it, There
have been a few. Randy Quaid, I think, was one, right?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of crazy
Yeah, but
shit.
nobody pays attention to him.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. Wait, let's go back.
Yeah.
But they fell out of favor in the public.
What about Patrice O'Neal?
Patrice O'Neal, he died.
Yeah.
He had diabetes, and he didn't take care
What
of
about
himself.
all right, he's not a
is.
celebrity, but Breitbart.
Breitbart?
Who?
Yeah, I guess he's not a celebrity, so.
No, and plus he only was known for doing that. We're talking about people that are like in Hollywood that then come out and start telling the truth about shit.
Yeah.
You suck.
Yeah, you're right.
Lady Gaga had a weird thing like
Willie
2 years ago.
Nelson. Didn't Willie Nelson do like a
Probably.
video about 9/11?
Did he?
Yeah, I think he did something. I'm almost positive he's got something out there.
What is this?
I don't know how I missed that.
That's no good. Nothing. Sorry.
Well,
Maybe I'm crazy.
are we going to finish the poem, or it gets real weird?
Does it? Okay, I guess so. Sorry, I just keep.
Not Willie Nelson.
This thing is so long.
Sorry.
I'm gonna skip
It
ahead a little.
sucks.
Respected. We
I mean, do you know, like you should keep a poem like this to like maybe 2 minutes. She's going on for 6.5 minutes on this
are
thing.
here to be nasty. I'm nasty.
No, you're not.
Like my blood stains on my bed sheets. We don't actually choose if and when to have our periods. Believe me, if we could, some of us would. We don't like.
If we could, some of us would.
Wait,
Fucking idiot.
Andrew told me that was a myth.
What?
That you have, that they can just turn it on and off?
Right.
Yeah. That's what I've always thought.
That's
Sounds very
nasty.
convenient. Hey, we're going on vacation. You ready? Oh, got my period every single time. I don't know how that fucking happens.
Yeah. Let me turn it off real quick.
Yeah. Hold on.
throwing away our favorite pairs of underpants. Tell me, why are pads and Tampax
Wait.
still taxed? Ooh, that was a brand name. Why are tampons?
Ooh, that was a brand name. I shouldn't be saying brand names. I'm way too
Ooh.
fucking cool for that. Oh,
I
would-
mean,
Throwing away our favorite panties.
has Ashley
she
Judd
said
ever?
her favorite pairs of underpants.
Yeah. Do you think she's
And
ever done a commercial?
maybe-
I bet you she
maybe
has.
Maybe you should
Yeah.
be smart enough not to wear your best panties when you're bleeding down there.
Yeah, exactly. Who's throwing away their favorite panties? I've had girlfriends my entire life, and I've never heard of this problem before. Like, oh god, I'm wearing my fanciest panties and just shooting blood straight through them like a fire hose.
Because I'm a woman and I can.
And I bleed.
And pads still taxed when Viagra and Rogaine are not. Is your erection really more than
Do you know that Viagra is for women, right? We wouldn't give a fuck if you didn't give a fuck. If you would just shove a limp dick in there and fucking, just take care of business, we would be fine with that. Viagra's for you, you fucking deluded cunt.
protecting the sacred, messy part of my womanhood is the blood stain on my jeans. More embarrassing than the
Wait,
thinning
how
of
much does she
hair.
bleed? It gets her jeans?
It's all over her bed sheets.
Oh,
bleeding
it is
everywhere?
hard
It went
to
through
look
her
at your own
tampon, her
entitlement
panties, her
and
jeans,
privilege.
into her bed sheets.
You may be afraid
You might have a
of the
problem.
truth.
My blood-soaked mattress never will dry because my cunt is just like a river that never stops running. All the way down to the stain on the floor under the mattress, which has soaked through and compromised the integrity of my home. I'm too embarrassed to have workmen in and explain the situation. So now it's dripping into the downstairs bathroom and I have to explain it to guests. Oh no, it's just rusty water, I say. I can tell they don't believe me, but I know it's a problem at their homes too because they're women. Hold on, what else is this bitch gonna say?
And our pussies ain't for grabbing. Therefore,
It is
reminding
for
you
grabbing.
that our
Shut up.
balls are stronger than America's ever will be. Our pussies are for our pleasure. They are for birthing new generations of filthy,
Yeah, why are you
vulgar,
saying this at a
nasty,
fucking abortion
proud,
rally, you idiot?
Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, Sikh, you name it, for new generations of nasty women. So if you, a nasty woman, or you love one who is, let me hear you say,
If you a nasty woman,
If you a nasty woman,
oh, you
You
love
are a
one.
nasty woman.
You can hear the like I was saying, the subtle black scent that's
catch
going
me
on.
outside.
Cash me
Yeah.
outside. How about that?
That's her.
hell yeah.
Ooh, ugh.
Hell yeah!
Ew, what an awkward fake moron. Did you hear that
Yeah.
last? Hell yeah. It's like, don't say things that, you know.
Oh yeah.
It was like when the guy on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me tried to say rock on. It was like,
Yeah.
all right, we will. Bye-bye.
Rock on. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We will. Oh, gosh. Gosh darn it. This place.
Why is everybody so stupid?
I don't know.
And you heard how the crowd responded to that?
What a cheap, fucking, gratuitous, dumb poem, too. Whoever wrote that
Yeah.
should be fucking shot with bees in the mouth.
She just Googled she just Googled a bunch of Trump buzzwords.
Yeah. And the downtrodden, blood-soaking... Never mind. Yeah. The blood thing was weird,
she
right?
didn't write this.
No, she
A
didn't.
teenager wrote this for her.
It was written by a teen. Can you believe that?
A teen.
Yeah.
A
Such
teen.
perspective from a teen.
Very mature, wise teen. Wise beyond her years. I feel like any teenager could have written that poem. That was not a great poem. It's pretty fucking
No,
cliche
it was
and
not a
stupid.
great poem.
Oops. Sorry about that. My bad, y'all.
Read every day.
Thanks.
The actor Dave was trying to think of earlier wasn't Willie Nelson. It was Woody Harrelson,
Fucking
by
idiot.
the way,
Okay.
who went all anti 9/11.
Let's take a break.
I kind of.
All right,
It's been like an hour,
all right.
hasn't
All
it?
right.
Yeah, we'll be back on the Overdose
Yeah.
Talk Show.
Alright.
Hey, if you're enjoying the show, go to overdosetalkshow.com where you can download shows for free. Check out other stuff we're doing. We'll be back just a minute. Very nice. Very nice.
What?
What is it? A?
Asexual, right?
I didn't even know that was added onto the acronym yet.
Oh, it is now.
Oh,
wait.
damn, I'm behind the times.
It's a fluid situation.
Wait. Am I more ahead of the times on this?
All right.
I think some of us just, do what they do, and the others, worry about acronyms.
We're back. Alex,
Is new distance from the mic proper?
listen, guys. We're back on the Overdose Talk Show. Alex, you were cutting out. We weren't hearing you anyways. Everybody make sure they're on their mics and ready to roll.
Ready to roll.
Okay. I gotta go in 10 minutes though.
Good for you.
Oh my god.
Everyone else has
So
to get up
fu-
early too.
All right.
Jesus.
I don't.
I didn't get any sleep last night.
Hey, we're joined by our LGBTQGA plus correspondent, John Black, up in Michigan. How you doing, John?
Very gay.
So what did you what did you think of these women's marches taking place around the country in the past couple days?
Well, I have a feeling their heart's in the right place for the most part. They want to see change for themselves and their youngers, but
And what
the end of
changes,
the day-
if you wouldn't mind me interrupting, what changes do you think they're looking for?
I don't know. Probably equal pay.
Oh,
Well, that already
John,
exists.
yeah.
Depends on which industry you're in.
Exactly. Depends what your
Can you elaborate on that?
what your strengths and weaknesses are, I would say.
Wait, so you're saying certain industries don't pay women as much?
Well, yeah. Industries where you can't lift 70 pounds.
Right.
Okay.
Some women can lift
So-
70 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you saying women can't do as good of a job as men?
John,
You bigot?
your ex-girlfriend, or should we call her Beard, was a behemoth. She was a behemoth of a gal. She could lift probably 150 pounds right over her head.
No, she actually contributed in weightlifting contests.
Yeah. So there's no,
No,
it all depends on your individual
point is,
capabilities.
It doesn't matter what they can do; it's what people think they can do.
Okay, but is it really unfair that they physically can't do the job so they don't get it? That doesn't make sense.
The thing is the wage.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because they're not pulling their own weight.
It's the wage.
So let's say there's like a guy who's like kind of dumb, and he's like, no, he does the job pretty good. And there's a girl who's kind of...
You mean pretty well.
Yeah, use proper grammar, you faggot.
Listen.
Fucking snowflake.
Cuck.
All right, now I have to start over and think of a whole new analogy.
Go
you
ahead.
fucking gave me a flat tire on that one. Ask me another question.
No, well...
I want to hear the rest of that one.
Ask the question again, because you lost me.
Don't dodge the question.
Yeah, stop trying to wriggle out of this. You know that you're wrong.
This is typical liberal fucking...
Dude,
No.
In and out of the question, never really the answer.
They're all in it together. We know it.
Yeah.
I'm a liberal. Give me the question again. I'll answer it.
I forgot it.
Exactly, because you're a fucking pothead.
Yeah, probably.
Right, you're right.
It was basically, the question was, what the fuck are you talking about? Pretty much, I think. What was
the previous?
I think Alex asked you. Alex asked you why should people be paid the same to do a job they're not equally qualified to do?
I have no idea what that even means.
Okay, so these women aren't getting paid enough in construction or whatever you were referring to, because they can't do the heavy lifting. So they're not doing as much work as the men. Why in the fuck should they get paid as much as someone who's working 2-3 times as hard as them?
I don't know, because we live in a civilized society.
That makes zero sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. We win. Total domination.
Total domination.
Truthers win again.
Yep. Sorry, John. It's us 1, New World Order 0. What else you got?
Well, I was just thinking, like, my earlier premise that I talked to you about on the phone.
Right.
Was that most of these people are going to these marches so they can take selfies. Put them on Facebook.
That's the end all be all of it.
That's a great point.
Yeah, that really is the big picture, is that most people, no pun intended, most people are just there to sort of like ingratiate themselves to their friends and try to feel cool about what they're doing. That really
look,
is.
I brought my two twin sons. I made them wear billboards. And
yeah.
Blah.
They're virtue signaling.
There you go. That's another way to put it.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, you know you're supposed to eat pussy and not grab it, right?
Oh.
God.
So classy.
Do you know how many versions of that sign I saw in pictures and stuff? It's like, what do you is that supposed to be clever? I don't even get what the fuck you're doing. Like, at least honestly, at least honestly, they're admitting that that's all they're good for. Like, you're just at the very least, it's an acknowledgement that, like, yeah, you are just a bunch of holes, and the negotiation is exactly what we do with them.
They degraded themselves and classified themselves as a bunch of hoes.
Yeah, holes, I said.
I know, but I said hoes.
Yeah, okay. Well, I liked holes better. What do you think about
holes?
What do you think about that one, Query?
I'm not gonna respond to that.
Because you totally agree and you don't want anyone to hear it. I know. See, that's the funny thing about our LG.
No, that's the thing though. It's that no one will hear it, so it doesn't matter what I say.
Oh shit, you're right.
Boo.
That one did sting a little.
I'll be the one on the show to admit, yeah, you're right.
The funny
Yeah, do that.
The funny thing about
more air horn.
The funny thing about our LGBTQ correspondent is that when he's in private, he says some of the most horrible things about women that I've ever heard a man say in my entire life.
Shut your mouth.
And we do have a great time, and we laugh and we laugh.
It's that locker room banter.
It's locker room talk. That's all it is, dude.
I'll
You know
do
that.
that. Yeah.
It was locker room talk.
Yeah, me and John Black are just a couple of jocks just slapping each
It's
other
a
in the
release
butt
of
with towels.
stress. Come on.
Yeah.
Nigga, what sport you play?
We play tennis,
Oh, he's
young
the
man.
N-word.
Yes, and
Yeah.
that's very racist. And
I was quoting a YouTube video.
we play tennis.
This
you
is
must
Trump's America, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump
That's just the
legalized
fucking beginning, folks.
know. Right, yeah.
Trump legalized the N-word, guys.
He did. I saw that in an executive order as soon as he took office.
Yeah.
Everyone thought that first executive order was about General Mattis, but it was actually about legalizing an array of racial slurs.
Right, yeah. Just legalizing
He did-
racism is what he did.
We didn't mention this earlier, but he did sign like a big giant stack of executive orders the instant he was sworn in.
Yeah,
Like before the
eight-
parade started.
there was 8 the first day, and he promised to sign 200 within the next week.
What the fuck? And now Republicans are going to be cool with that when that was one of the main criticisms of Obama for 8 years.
Well,
yeah.
I think they didn't like what he was signing.
Exactly. But see, everyone's a hypocrite in this fucking country, dude. This is why we've felt more right wing for the past few years, because like the media and establishment went so far left that it kind of made us rebel that way. But honestly, like now I'm seeing mainstream Republicans do all the exact same shit. So it's gonna be fine as long as he's signing executive orders you agree with. Then it's cool. But when he signed executive orders that limit like ammo buying and stuff like that, it was a fucking national outrage, and I agreed that it was. You see what I'm saying? But now it's the same thing. The way that the Democrats have just let this office go completely unchecked and let them do whatever they want for 8 years, and now they're scared that somebody they don't like is in this extremely powerful office that they've been totally fine with for so long. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
Vinny, your
and
mic's getting fucked up.
no, it's probably your connection.
a lot of those executive orders were related to overriding laws that would prevent him from appointing people to cabinets that he wanted to appoint.
Yeah. Such
Well,
as
how many? I know the one was about General Mattis. That's because he wanted him to start working that day instead of having to wait a week.
I don't know anything about that.
It really was it only a week's difference. Well, this guy, the position that he is going into, they're supposed to be a civilian for at least 7 years before they're allowed to take that position. But this guy hasn't been out of for 7 years.
You know, executive orders were for like emergencies that no one. It was for like disasters and shit like that, where something needed to be done, where there's no sense in voting. Everybody knows it needs to be done. We don't want to wait for Congress to convene. We need to get aid to a certain area. You know what I mean? It was stuff like that, and it was also shit like, you know what? We need to get this room recarpeted. Do we need to have Congress called together for a vote, or can I fucking recarpet the room? You know? So it was small shit like that nobody really gives a shit about, or shit that's an absolute emergency that no one should argue over. And that was it. And since, I don't know how long it's been that people have just been using it for their own agendas, but, you know, the earliest one I can think of is FDR signing an executive order to recall all of the U.S. minted gold coins between a certain time and a certain time. Remember that? Who's making all that noise, dude? Hey. What the fuck is that? Am I the only one hearing that? Dude,
No, we're hearing it too.
Whoever's making all that noise,
I'm
stop
hearing
it, dude. Yeah, John Black. I know it's you because you're the biggest moron, gay, queer that's around here right now.
I took off my belt.
Okay, well, it was loud as shit.
It's made out of chains.
Yeah, what kind of fucking belt are you wearing,
Shut
dude?
up.
He's got it's like he's got like 9 different Hot Topic belts on, and they're all clanking against each other.
Yeah.
He's got
You have no idea how right you are.
He's walking around like Johnny Depp in 9 belts and 52 bracelets, bunch of earrings.
Fuck off. Like, I have to live my life, right?
Yeah, no, I know. That's totally cool. You're a beacon of style.
What do you got against my precious belts? Why are you so mean?
Shut up. So that was the earliest the earliest executive order I could think of was the FDR one, but I don't know how long they've been used for purposes that were not the original intended purpose.
I mean, it was probably a very gradual. What the fuck?
Dude, what are you doing?
Stop
with the fucking belts.
You're ruining the show, libtard!
All right, Andrea, go ahead.
I was going to say it was probably a very gradual, slippery slope that got us to the point where we are today, where they can just say, no, this is what I feel like doing.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's in those. Do you have like a list? Does anybody have a list of what's in the executive orders that Trump signed? Or can we get some of them? See what kind of shit's going on?
Yeah, I've got some of them.
All right, what do you got?
Let's see. One was a law to allow James Mattis to take the office of Secretary of Defense.
And
waiving the requirement.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
The correct name is Mad Dog Mattis. Get it right.
Alex, what do you know? What do you know about this guy, and why does he want him in there so fast?
Either the last guy was gonna remain in there for a little longer, or there was gonna be nobody in there at all, and he wanted to get him in right away.
Why he wanted to fire the last guy? All right, stop.
I couldn't hear you.
So he wanted to fire the last guy?
Yeah, he just wanted to get his guy in as soon as possible.
Okay, but you don't know anything about him.
About Mad Dog Mattis?
Yeah.
I know he's got the name of a WWE wrestler.
Okay.
I know he's like one of the most respected people in the armed forces.
All right. Well, that's wonderful. Do you hang out with a lot of military people? Do you kind of respect those people and like to be around them?
I've met a ton of people in the military.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, I think he's going to come at ISIS, and he's going to come hard.
God, you're like Michael J. Fox, fucking Growing Pains. You're just an irritating little Republican asshole.
No, don't shame him. ISIS makes me come hard too.
Shame.
I'm gonna come hard at ISIS. Boo.
Anyway, Mad Dog Mattis would otherwise not be able to take that position until 2020.
Okay, but we really know
2020. I don't know what Alex was talking about a week's difference, but
is that a sound you guys are making, or is that my connection?
Sorry.
Yeah, we're getting some crazy noise, and Vinny, you do something.
Sorry, Andrea. What did you? How long?
I dig it.
2020. Okay, well let's move on. What else was in there?
Andrea. Oh, 2020?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you say 20? Oh. Well, then, yeah, that's fucking good thing he did.
Okay, anyways, what else is in there?
Others were formal nominations for Trump's cabinet picks, including Scott Pruitt for the head of the Environmental Protection Agency, Mattis for Defense, John Kelly for the Department of Homeland Security. He signed a proclamation creating the National Day of Patriotism, although I'm not sure what date that is. Apparently the 4th of July isn't enough.
Jesus, that's hilarious. Come on, the National Day of Patriotism?
Yeah.
No, that is a little fucking Stalinistic. You know, that's a little
What's
creepy.
Socialist is like, what I mean, that's like National Socialism.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. But go ahead.
Well,
we've got a ton of bullshit
every time.
holidays.
Yeah, we do have a ton of bullshit holidays. That's true.
Maybe it's in the winter. It'll be the winter 4th of July. Let's see. This also says the executive orders Trump signed Friday are mostly procedural and largely for show. But the public can expect Trump to take up more serious issues the next couple of days, including repealing Obamacare and signing a lobbying ban.
A lobbying ban?
Yeah.
Wait, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, you can't lobby for 5 years after you left office. And
we're getting noise that makes it unbearable to do the show.
All right, hold on.
John Black.
Let's pause for a second. Okay, we had to restart the show because Skype was going all shitty. When we last left you, we were talking about, I think, Donald Trump's executive order about anti-lobbying. So what's the deal, Andrea?
That's all I know, but Alex was about to say something about it.
Oh, okay.
If my memory serves me correct, which, it doesn't often.
No, sometimes it doesn't.
I believe...
All right, fuck all this executive order talk. We'll go through them for the next show, and we'll get a little bit more detail for people. Who cares? None of this is working.
Well, I have the details.
Yeah, we'll just come back.
All right, let's go.
Come back to it the next show.
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. What is going on? Everyone has to go back to radio school. I'll pay for it, but you're all gonna go, and you're gonna do it on my time.
I recorded that. That's a promise, and you will pay for it.
I made the video, or I made that video about the Nigger Navy. You guys know what the Nigger Navy is? For anyone that doesn't, the Yahoo Finance. Okay, please. The Yahoo Finance Twitter account accidentally tweeted, "Trump wants a much nigger navy," trying to say Trump wants a much bigger navy. So people picked up on it, and there was like a shitload of memes about, and they were mostly from black people, by the way, just like joking about it, like speculating as to like what the nigger navy would be or do, or how they might do it, or what they would say when they did it. So people were just making a shitload of memes and hilarious tweets and shit about the nigger navy. So I just made a video about that, kind of telling the story of it and talking about how it was fun, that nobody got all like weirdly offended and blah blah blah. And then this guy commented on it, and he said, "I made an anthem out of the nigger navy because I'm ignorant." So I went to his YouTube I went to his YouTube page, and I found this video. Here's what I found there. Hold on there. John Black?
Yeah?
Do you understand that
Yeah.
do you understand that whatever you're doing is making a shitload of noise that's ruining the show?
No, because no one told me that before now.
Yeah, we actually did.
Am I like this still like super loud?
About the belts and the rustling around and shit. Dude, you're making a shitload of noise. You have to, whatever you set your mic and keep it still. And
Don't you have like a mixing table?
Okay, I'm about to hang up on you. You got to keep everything still, okay? I'm
about to strangle you with your Hot Topic belt.
A mixing table?
Oh.
I will kill you. Can we listen to this fucking Can we listen to this fucking song?
Yes, please.
All right. Here we go.
I just lit a cigarette. Jesus Christ.
Well, it was very loud. All right, so anyways, I went to this guy's YouTube channel, and he's got this Nigger Navy. It says hashtag Nigger Navy Yahoo done goofed, and here was the song. Now, I just want to warn you, this is pretty racist, I think. I think this would qualify as actually racist and not just oversensitive racist, if you want to know the truth. But this is Arrogance, Arrogance, on YouTube, Arogance.
It's your boy, Uncle Sam. All he asks is all blacks. Drop the jazz, drop the flasks. Get up off your lazy ass. Get to work, get a task. Join the Nigger Navy, baby. Recruiting all fat asses to get off your asses. Join the task force, or else we'll force.
So I would say that qualifies as like actually racist, but also kind of funny.
That's outstanding. Is there a video that goes with it, or is it just the song?
No, it's just the song.
Okay.
I mean, it's just the poorly done, silly song.
Yeah. Baby.
I mean,
It sounds like it was recorded in a drunken stupor.
Yeah, it kind of makes me.
It really reminds me of the cartoon Sleepy Town Landings.
I've never seen that or heard of it. Neither has anyone else. But this kind of reminds me.
YouTube it up.
This kind of reminds me.
No, it's actually Lazy Town Landings.
Good. This kind of reminds me of a guy that, like, you would think is kind of like weirdly ironic and funny, but then you hang out with him and you realize he's just like a really race obsessed lunatic. You're like, oh
yeah,
shit.
and also he's a little bit funny.
Right, like the
I don't know. It
the
makes
previous
me think
co-host
of,
of
like,
this
the
show.
Frogs.
Yeah,
Right.
kind of. Yeah, the frogs, maybe.
Your dark side tonight, quick, quit the cigarette flex. Shit about as big as your nigger dicks.
It is weird.
Now there's a little positive racism for you, though.
Right.
Oh man.
And join us.
I can guarantee you Lazy Town Landings is the same thing.
Is the nigger navy, nigger navy, nigger navy, baby. I ain't no racist prick. I'm just an advocate for greatness. I'm an American, one nation under God.
You're a weirdo.
Come on now, what do you say? Martin Luther'd be proud you fight for USA.
This is
Climb aboard.
What?
still going.
I can't.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
still going.
participate in the show anymore. I'm so offended right now.
But you know, he didn't even like try to make any good jokes the whole time. Like it wasn't
No,
even
it's just
funny. It
terrible.
was just like it's funny. All right, that's
Well,
it.
except for the one about their nigger dicks.
John Black, if you you gotta you have to stop making all that noise, dude. Every time you're moving around, whatever you're moving around, it's making a shitload of noise. Okay.
Just
Literally, all I did was sit up.
Just pull the fader down on your mixing
Yeah.
table.
On your mixing table, if you just mute your.
Oh, is that-
No, but he's really not even like going for like any kind of good jokes. That's why it's funny, is it's just so retarded, to be honest.
Yeah, it's real bad.
I'm not sure that I'm
I'll
even.
be honest.
It was a one-take wonder.
What did you think,
I didn't
Alex?
think it was funny at all. I
Yeah.
thought it sucked.
It does suck a lot. It's just an excuse to say nigger, I think.
But yeah, it's definitely
There's a couple.
offensive
To say what?
There's
on
a
its own.
there's a couple parts that made me laugh just at the fucking, the stupidity of it. Really, it is kind of funny, but overall, boo.
Yeah.
I would say.
Boo.
Yep.
Boo.
Well, good for that guy. He's out there doing his thing.
Yeah, who cares? I'm sure we've actually done way
You mean
more offensive things than that.
marginalizing a group of minorities?
Alex, that probably was you, actually. You're trying to pretend you're all
What?
sensitive. Alex.
Nah.
Oh,
Me.
Alex probably made that.
they're on to me.
Yeah.
Does it have very many views? Is it popular? I feel like that
No.
can get viral pretty quick. No.
It's got 92 views.
Wait, where did you find this thing?
He
All right.
he commented on my Nigger Navy video. The video that I made just because I knew the word nigger in a title would get views. Yes, I'll admit it. But I wanted to I wanted to comment on it. I thought it was kind of a funny story, and I liked that like people were having fun with it, and it was pretty hilarious and whatever. Nobody was offended. So I just wanted to say congratulations to everyone for being cool about something for once.
Yeah, way to go, world.
Basically, yeah. Like I've seen so much less than that blow up into huge issues,
Oh my god, way less.
Oh yeah.
Just click on the comment section of anything.
Yeah.
Vinny,
Yes.
can we prank call somebody on the show right now?
That's illegal, but sure. Who would you want to prank call?
Like a Backpage escort?
No. What
Yeah.
talking about? A Backpage escort? What are we gonna?
They're just
What are we gonna say to
honest
them?
people trying to make a living.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Hey,
I'm reading these comments and it says, please prank call this girl Mandy. She's an escort and has a kid with my friend.
How much do you
will
charge?
act
How much
like
do you
such a
charge?
bitch. It'll be great. LOL.
What do you say to someone like that?
For a rusty trombone.
So many times, she's just gonna hang up.
Yeah, exactly. What are you gonna do?
I know. I know. So I'm looking up. I'm trying to find a newer phone number we can call.
What website are you on exactly?
Prankcalls.org.
Yeah. Fucking shitty talkshowIdeas.com.
I am.
Showstoppers.net.
Quit jerking it and leave it alone.
I liked the show better when John Black was making a fuckload of noise.
Here, we'll prank call my girlfriend. Ready?
Yeah.
This is her in the other room.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? Hello?
Say something really bad happened.
Can you hear me? Oh, damn it.
Say something really bad happened.
I would have. She's just gonna come in the room. Okay, we'll prank in the room my girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
Hold on.
Oh man.
All right, tell her like you need something really crazy that just happened.
No, we don't.
Vinny.
Hey,
break up with her. Break up with her.
She's coming.
Break up with her.
Okay, all right, hold on. I got an idea. Darcy. Yeah. Can you come over to the mic really quick? Just gonna ask you a question. Huh? Yeah, that's fine. You don't even really need them. But hey, is the TV running right now?
Yes.
You better go catch it.
Oh! Really? That's it?
Yep. That was the prank.
Wait.
Oh wait, hold on, Darcy. All right, hold on. That's really loud. Listen, Darcy.
Yes.
Things have not really been working out. I want you to look me in the eye, please. Thank you. And I think that it's time that we see other people and have sex with them and break up.
Okay.
Oh!
Hey, Darcy.
Yes.
Darcy.
Yes.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, Darcy. You're on the Overdose talk show. This is the breakup prank.
Oh, you got me. Oh, you guys. Wow.
All right. Thanks for playing. We'll talk to you next week.
All right.
Bye.
All right. I found a list of like people that are posting numbers to call and prank, and they're all like from the last few minutes.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that. That sounds lame. Because if they're getting pranked by other people, it's not going to be funny. They're just going to hang up or not answer.
No, it was posted 2 minutes ago, so probably no one has called yet.
Yeah, so you'll get arrested first.
No.
Why?
When was the last time you had a successful prank?
Come together under incredible.
Okay. Wait, hold on. I'll tell you. The last prank that I really felt like actually was a great thing that kind of changed my life. I'll tell you what it was. my friend Paul, all right, who all of you on the show know, but for the audience, I mean, he's like a Billy Madison dummy who's like from a really rich family and can do whatever he wants all the time and is just all crazy and has never had to behave himself ever. And so,
Okay.
Right? Is that accurate? And so
Yeah, that's about there. Yeah.
he used to pass out at my fucking house constantly. And I was always pissed off at him. So one time, finally, I'm sick of it. He passes out on the couch, face down, with his pants fucking hanging down so his ass was fully exposed. Now, John Black is on the line right now. But this day, many years ago, I'd say this had to be, 8 years ago. Paul's laying on the couch. I called John Black, who's on the line with us, our LGBTQ correspondent, and I said, look, here's the situation. What do you think we should do? I called him in as a consultant. He says, well, here's what you do. You mix together all of the condiments and stuff that you have, and then you shove them in his ass and pull his pants back up and wake him up and tell him he shit his pants. And we're like, okay, that sounds really good. So we did exactly that. We got out the mixing bowl. We mixed up, like, relish was a big part of it, ketchup, barbecue sauce. We put some honey in. We put mustard. We put fucking anything that was remotely, liquidy-ish or sort of sludge-like. We mixed it up into poo, until it was nice and brown.
Don't forget the capers. The capers.
I don't think we used capers, but that would have been great. Just put whole kernels of corn in it.
Sounds delicious.
You want it to taste good, right?
So we put it all like in his ass, you know what I mean? This whole bowl of shit, and we pulled
Wait,
up.
hold on.
Huh?
What do you mean in his ass?
Well, here's what it was, because I knew I knew you would ask. We didn't so much spread apart his ass cheeks with our hands. We sort of did it with the bowl. Like we worked the bowl in kind of and like spread open his ass and poured all the stuff in, and like not in his asshole, but all in his ass area. And then we pulled up his pants.
It was in the unders.
Yeah, and we pulled up his pants over the pile and then like packed it down. And so then I just started shaking him violently, like really mean. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, you piece of shit? And so he's like waking up like, what? I was like, you shit your fucking pants? It smells like shit in here. You always do this shit. You pass out all the fucking time. Get the fuck out of my house. He's like, no. We didn't even let him get embarrassed. We just threw him out. It was so mean. Where he stands up and he's feeling his ass and he's just going, no, there's no way. And we're like, dude, you're disgusting. You fucking asshole. Shit your fucking pants. Are you serious? Get the fuck out of here. And he starts trying to walk to the bathroom, and I just grabbed him really violently and like threw him towards the front door. And he's all like drunk asleep, like, stop. And I was like, nah, fuck you. And I opened the door and I just kicked him out and just kicked him with my foot, literally kicked him down the like front stairs. It's only like 2 stairs, but he stumbled down them. And then we watched him. We locked the doors and turned off the lights, and we were looking out the window. This is me and like 2 other people just watching him take off his underwear at the garbage cans and like he was wiping off his ass with his underwear, and then he threw him in the garbage can and put his pants back on and like walked to his car and drove away. And then so hold on. So for the next 2 or 3 years, all we did was like make fun of him about how he shit his pants in my house. And he believed it, and we just kept telling him, dude, you're such an asshole, you shit your pants on the couch, you motherfucker. And then okay, that makes a lot of noise. 3 years later, 3 years later at Christmas, he's like, he's sitting there. There's about 10 people sitting around, all friends and family, and I decided to reveal that he never shit his pants at all, that we shit his pants for him, and it was a glorious end to the prank. Everyone pointing and laughing at him, and just for being the dummy who got his pants shit by his friends, and then also for believing it for 3 years and letting them scorn him. It was the most satisfying prank of all time.
And all that time, yeah, I mean, he went home and cleaned himself up, I'm sure, and noticed how bizarre it was.
Well, he was drunk.
Like, there's no way.
He was drunk as hell. He probably just went and got straight in the shower, threw his pants in the fucking washing machine.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking. If that happens to you, are you gonna like wipe it with your hands and like hold it up to your face and look at it? I'm just gonna wash it.
No way, but I think it would be pretty obvious
What,
that it
these
wasn't.
capers?
Yeah.
Yeah. It smells like Sweet Baby Ray's. What is this?
Yeah.
This tastes delicious.
Yeah, exactly. There's something wrong here. My shit tastes good for once.
All I need is a steak, and this diaper is golden.
Dude, we had another one when I was a kid. Another really great prank. We used to sit around and make prank calls all the time, so it probably took 1,000 to get something like this to happen. But one of my friends calls this number, a random number, and there was a lady that answers, and he just goes, "Mom," and she just handed it to us. She goes, "Yeah, who is this?" And she gave 2 names. She's like, who is this, Jim or Rick? And he's like, Rick. And she's like, well, where are you? You were supposed to be home an hour ago. And he's like, well, I'm at so and so's house. He said a name. It was like he said, I don't know, like John. It was like he said, I'm at John's house. And she's like, who, Sean? And he's like, yeah, Sean. She's like, well, you're not supposed to hang out with Sean. He's like, well, and he just goes with it. He's like, well, I don't think you should be able to tell me what I should do. She's like, well, you said you were going to borrow the car for a few hours and you're supposed to be back by now. You need to come home. And he's like, well, I can't come home. She's like, why? He's like, because Sean took the car out and he hasn't come back yet. I don't know where he went. And she's like, and I'm not shitting you. She goes, Rick, how could you do this again after what happened last time? And so at this point, we're fucking dying, and it's on speakerphone, and it's that quiet. When you and like 8 other people are quiet laughing and just like turning red, just people are like falling over and stuff, and but nobody can make a noise, and people are like running out of the room and shit. And so the guy making the call starts laughing too much, so I took over, and she didn't notice that the voice totally changed. So I took over, and she's like, I'm gonna get your father on the phone. And I was like, yeah, I don't give a shit. And I was like way more aggressive. I was like, I don't give a shit. Get fucking dad on the phone. I don't care at all. Go ahead and do it. I'm not afraid of you. And she's like, oh no, what are you, on drugs? And I was like, of course I'm on drugs. I'm on acid. I did weed tonight. I'm drinking whiskey. I start like listing all this shit. And she's like, oh my God. And she gets the dad, and he comes on. He's like, what is going on? And I was like, Dad, I'm doing drugs, and when I see you, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. And he's like, he's like, I'll never forget how he said this too. He goes, oh, you think so, do you? And I was like, yeah, Dad, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. You know, why don't you meet up with me right now? I'll beat the fuck out of you. He's like, all right, where are you? So we tell him at the grocery store, and we lived in Downers Grove, Illinois, and there was a street called Ogden. We said, go to the Jewel.
Let's go find a grocery store.
Well, we said, go to the Jewel on Ogden in Downers Grove. And he's like, fine, and we hang up, and of course, so we all race down there. And so we go, and we're all sitting on the benches in front of the grocery store, and sure enough, this minivan pulls up with this couple, and they pull up and go, are you guys with Rick, or whatever the kid's name was? And we're just like, could not stop laughing, and they were looking at us all confused, and we just didn't explain anything to them. We just laughed our fucking asses off, and we're just like, no, we don't know Rick, just laughing uncontrollably. And they had this look on their face, just like, what in the fuck is going on? And they finally like circled the parking lot a bunch of times and took off. And I would bet that kid got the shit knocked out of him when he got home. Yeah. Like, when he walked in the door, his dad just fucking just backhanded him against the wall and started choking him. The fuck did you say to me? He's like, what? He was like the kid in Christmas Story when fucking Ralphie blames him for swearing, and you just hear over the phone like, just bang, bang. He's like, what would I do? That was that kid.
That's an unbelievable story. There's no way.
Dude,
that's a very long story too.
There was like 8 other people there that can all verify this.
God, that's so funny.
I'm not kidding. But that's why I prefaced it with saying it took like 1,000 fucking tries to get something like that. That was just like, it was a perfect storm. The first guy just went with it perfectly, and it was all set up for me to just knock it out of the park. You know? That's just how it went down.
I don't know.
Oh,
You
God.
can still hear me?
Yeah.
Goodness, none of that.
What?
Yes.
The science classrooms had the gas in the airlines on those little like metal pipes, but they were perfect for putting, like push pins in, like the little ones with the ball on the end. And so when people would turn them on, they'd shoot straight through the tubes and stick in the chalkboard, and it was hysterical. But then someone got hurt. Ha ha ha.
What's going on?
I wasn't listening.
I wish I had a bomb or car crash sound effect.
Why? Was it really bad?
No, I'm just
It was
kidding.
terrible.
Yeah, I wasn't listening.
Alright. That one is way too loud. I declare this show over.
All right.
Show's over.
This show is over.
Goodbye.
Good night, everybody. What are we doing next time, Andrea?
Oh, I don't know, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about everything from refugees to aliens. So stay tuned.
We're going to talk about Obama's legacy, too.
Oh,
we
yeah,
still
we're
have to
going to
do
do a
that.
little bit on that.
Yeah. And then we'll talk about the horrors that are to come.
I'm sure that I'm sure some things will change.
Oh, yeah. This is totally... Alex, I'm glad you voted for Donald Trump because he's totally going to shake things up. This is a real radical administration so far.
Vinny, according to you, the vote doesn't matter. So why does it even matter who I voted for?
Your vote actually didn't matter because your state went to Hillary, so.
Well, my county could have gone to Trump, and
dude.
I don't agree with that because
Hashtag triggered.
They kept saying everybody would.
I need a safe space.
Safe space, little cuck.
Shut up, fucking snowflakes, you libtards.
Yeah, why
you
don't you
fucking
go?
cucks.
Why don't you go back to your parents' basement and give your stuffed animals a blowjob, faggot? The fuck you doing?
Oh, my life. Sorry.
Get a job. All right, good night.
Goodbye.
1776 will commence again.
OverdoseTalkShow.com. Go to it. Bye.
But it is.
There's no porn on there though.
Oh, one last thought. I saw somebody posted something funny earlier that mimicked Alex Jones's famous saying that the answer to 1776 or the answer to 1984